This one is the easiest thing of all time.
Okay.
Would you rather be stuck on a desert island,
Deserted
island, for the next 3 years, or have to live in rural Ohio for the rest of your life?
I mean,
I'll do a year on the fucking island.
Rural Ohio is just like a landlocked deserted
I'll
island.
do 1 year on the island. I'll do it. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Even if it was 3 years on a deserted island,
You kidding me?
or 3 years in Ohio, I still think I'd do 3 years in a deserted island.
If it was 3 years on a deserted island and 1 year in Ohio, I'll take the deserted island.
Here's the thing about deserted islands, though. When we say deserted island, people always assume, hey, it's a tropical island.
Yeah.
You know? What if it's a deserted island somewhere with shitty weather?
Like in the Arctic.
Or in the Arctic
Or
or
you
some
just
shit
die.
like
You
that.
just died day one.
Yeah. I would rather still live there, though, than Ohio.
The Arctic?
I can take the cold.
It's just white Ohio.
What?
Can you get whiter than Ohio?
No, it's in like Ohio, but you change the filter to white.
Oh.
Not white people.
That's what I thought you were
That's what
saying
I
as
thought you
well.
were saying. I'm like,
No.
I don't think it gets wider than that. All right, this is a threefer, for one for each of us. So for me, would you rather watch Arcane or join the next chess boxing tournament? Chess boxing tournament, 100%.
What? You gotta be you're memeing. There's no way.
No, I would.
You would rather get beat up and train for a year than watch a fucking 10-hour show?
Yeah.
There's no shot.
Yeah, because I'd get in shape. And I'd get better at chess.
And you come back like,
And I'd win some money if I want.
you'd come back and you'd be like, oh, my brain don't work. Concussion.
Yeah, so I'd rather get a frontal lobotomy than watch Arcane. For Gant, would you rather eat only pizza crust for a week?
Oh, this is good.
Or wait, what? For have to dip everything you eat.
Or have to dip
everything you eat for the next week into ketchup and mayo.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, this is actually very, very easy.
What?
Yeah, honestly, I cannot stand ketchup and mayo. Like
More than pizza crust?
More than pizza crust. Me and pizza crust can make peace for a second.
Yeah.
If I don't have to dip ketchup and mayo. You remember us talking about how our taste buds change?
Yeah.
And things like that. I think
Are you coming around to pizza crust?
I think as I've grown older,
it's called.
I have come to hate ketchup even more as I did as a kid. Every time I seem to try it now, it just seems to get like the taste always gets more and more sickening to me.
Also, I think the caveat here is it says you have to dip everything you eat, right? And there's probably a lot of things that are not going to go well with ketchup and mayo anyway. Unless you selectively choose foods that go well with ketchup and mayo.
I can pretend.
Yeah.
Look, I can pretend to be you've been to parties with me.
Yeah.
I can pretend to be a normal person, eat my pizza crust every now and again. Yeah. If it's like, I have like the social obligation to be like, okay, this is the first time I'm meeting people.
Yeah.
Let's just try to fit in for a second, but in no way can I ever turn off that part of my brain that says, just dip it in the ketchup. Mayo, if it's keepy mayo, maybe, but ketchup, I draw the line at ketchup. I just cannot stand ketchup.
Even spicy ketchup?
Even spicy ketchup.
Yeah.
You're like, really? Even this like mild difference?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then for Connor, would you rather eat only oranges for a week or have to sit through all of the Fate Law explanation videos for a week? Oh, this is a good one.
For Fate Law explanations, like for a week, what does that mean? Does that mean like 24 hours a day? I'm sitting there.
24 hours, 7 days a week. You have to have Fate Law explanations.
That's also like a marathon. Like
however long you would take to get through all of the Fate Law explanation,
which would probably be a week straight. If we're being honest.
Probably the Fate Law.
Really?
Yeah,
really? You hate oranges that much?
Fucking hate them. They're awful. Why would I want like a scrotum texture thing that tastes of just water and sour?
Scrotum texture?
Yeah,
How'd you find
Point me to the last time you tasted a scrotum.
How do you find a new thing to hate about oranges every single week?
They suck, dude. They just suck. I just don't like. At least I get to watch something. I like watching random explainer videos about shit I don't care about. So this is right up my alley.
All right.
Especially my week anyway. Someone will tell me about why I should care about like I don't know cigarette companies. I'll be like, okay,
Fate Law's interesting anyway.
Oh, you skipped one.
Oh, you skipped one. Yeah. All right, go for it.
Okay, so Derek Wills asks, let's start things off fun. Would you rather it hurt every time you pee or have it hurt every time you poop?
So basically, would you rather have an STD or gonorrhea?
Yeah, basically.
Poop. Wait, does gonorrhea make your shits hurt?
Gonorrhea? Yeah, well, yeah.
I've never had gonorrhea.
Well,
I wouldn't know.
I don't know that either. I don't know if that's true either.
Is it gonorrhea or is it... No, hemorrhoids.
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 I was like, gonorrhea is a STD, Joey.
Gonorrhea is an STD.
You're right, sorry. Would you rather have it...
I'm glad I fact checked it.
Yeah, my bad. That's my bad on that. wait, what is gonorrhea? Now I'm confused.
All right, pull up gonorrhea.
Hold on.
What's gonorrhea?
I know. We're going to learn something today.
Shout out to
gonorrhea?
everyone who watches Trash Taste while you are eating.
Yeah.
This is for you
What
guys.
is gonorrhea? Okay, it's an
Gonorrhea.
STD.
It is an STD.
Okay.
I just know that.
So it's like a urethra infection.
yeah.
right?
So
Yeah.
it's almost like a UTI, I guess. Which
Okay.
almost, I guess,
What
would.
is it caused by?
The
STDs?
gonorrhea bacterium, it says.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay,
Yeah.
so rephrase.
Yeah.
Would you rather have an STD where it hurts to pee, or would you rather have hemorrhoids?
I have not had either. So
I've not had either, but
Me
I
neither.
pee more than I poop. So.
actually, can I ask what is hemorrhoids? I know it's
Hemorrhoids is hemorrhoids is when you basically have like a cut in your on your butthole.
yeah.
It's inside though.
It
it
can be
inside?
inside or outside.
Really? I thought it was inside.
No, I think there's two different kinds. So you
okay.
can get
Well, let's
inside
Google
or
hemorrhoids.
outside.
Yeah, Google-
hemorrhoids.
Because I always feel like
Don't bring up Google images.
What is
Yeah,
hemorrhoids?
yeah. Mudan, do not put any of these images on screen right now.
What is hemorrhoids?
This is just for us. Hemorrhoids is the
in
swelling.
and around Uranus.
Ah.
That's a yeah. So you can have it internal or external. It says.
About half of people will have hemorrhoids by age 50.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
I mean, maybe we have had hemorrhoids. We just
I've
don't
had
know what.
hemorrhoids.
I don't know what hemorrhoids
I'm built
is.
different. I'm not having a hemorrhoid.
No, you would. Like, I'm pretty sure you would.
You would have hemorrhoids
Why?
because you can get
Why
it
would you say it like that?
because if you spend too long shitting,
Sitting
and-
for long periods of time, especially on the toilet, is a main cause of
if you
hemorrhoids.
spend ages pushing your bowels, like tensing and shitting, that's how you get it.
I don't spend ages just
You
tensing
do.
though.
Yes, you do. Don't fucking lie. You're on the toilet for like 10 hours.
I think-
I let it like fucking naturally go, man. There's no I don't like sit on the toilet and I'm like Goku going fucking Super
Yes,
Saiyan
you
for
are.
30 minutes straight. Jesus Christ. I'm just like relaxing, you know? It's
He's letting gravity do the work.
yeah. You let gravity do the work.
Yeah. All right, we'll do a bet. If you have hemorrhoids by 50, 450, you give me $100. If you don't get hemorrhoids, I'll give you $100.
Wait, what do I get out of this? Oh yeah, you get
What do you mean? So if you don't get hemorrhoids, age 50,
You get $100 and
Yeah.
you don't get hemorrhoids soon.
bonus points. If I get hemorrhoids
Yeah.
before age 50, I give you $1,000.
Have you guys ever had a? I don't know if this is like TMI. Have you guys ever had a UTI?
No, I haven't.
I haven't. No.
I don't know how I somehow got one, but I don't know if this is the normal way to get one. There was this one time where I just held a pee for like a really long time, like a really fucking long time, because I couldn't find a toilet because I was in England,
Yeah.
and then suddenly everything just burned. UTI is just
Ooh.
awful.
Yeah,
I
that
would
sounds
not,
like it.
I
Make sure to pee. Don't hold in your pee.
yeah,
That's
just
bad.
I'm saying this now. This comes from experience. Don't hold in your pee because I didn't know it could cause a UTI. I just thought
Yeah, well, you
Fucking
had
piss
to
yourself.
deal with this recently.
What's that?
You had to deal with this recently.
Oh yeah. Because Aki had a kidney infection, and but for her, it didn't hurt to pee.
Oh.
Yeah.
She just felt like shit.
Yeah, sometimes I think sometimes it depends.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes it does. Sometimes it
this is
doesn't.
why whenever I get that intense urge to pee, I'm like, I just got to do it.
Yeah.
I can't stop.
I kind of got like a mock feeling of it when I ate that ghost pepper on the live stream, and then my pee turned spicy. That shit
what
hurt.
happens every time
I was like, is this what it feels like?
yeah, the worst thing about it is that having it, you constantly feel like you have to pee,
Yeah.
even though
Oh.
even if you don't, right?
Yeah.
Is it just antibiotics? Is that how you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Antibiotics,
yeah,
yeah.
antibiotics.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
horrible. I hate that. It's so
Yeah.
boring.
What do you mean so
I want, like,
boring?
some medieval treatment. Give me some bloodletting or
What would
something.
you-
Put the leeches on my dick.
Your dick already feels like it's having like a
sitting
fucking.
there with a leech on the end of your cock. It's like, suck it all out.
Every time my dick will get sucked. I was
Is this what fellatio is?
medieval blowjobs would be like. Well, you know when the only time I ever test my urge to pee and I fight it is when you're in bed and you're sleeping and you wake up it's maybe like midnight, you're about to fall asleep and you can feel the pee coming.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's not strong enough where I need to pee, but I know that there's a chance I'll wake up in the middle of the night or I'll wake up in the morning feeling like...
It's also the worst when it's like a cold winter night and it's really cold outside the blanket and you're like, is this cold worth it for me to get out of the warmth to go pee?
This will be on it'll be uploaded by then, but I on Chris's Abroad in Japan.
Yeah.
Abroad in Japan, is that what it is? No.
Journey Across
Japan. That's his channel name. The first thing he made me do, I arrived in Sendai, he's like, guys, we're going camping. And I was like, oh no.
In the it's like December.
I was like, oh no, why? And I was like, I told him, 'cause remember, we when we went camping, I and you, and did you fuck up? Did you fuck up with the sleeping bag? Did you get to?
Yeah. I got the Amazon one.
We all fucked up with the sleeping bags, right? And I told him, I was like, you gotta get a winter sleeping bag.
Yeah.
I don't want to go through that again.
Yeah.
That genuinely scared me.
Yeah, you should. It should.
Yeah, it was pretty traumatizing.
I was actually so scared because we went camping in Fuji. Recap: we went camping in Fuji. It went to -5.
Yeah,
and we had Amazon Basic sleeping bags, which were not rated for
thinnest
winter.
one.
They were like summer sleeping
It might as well have
bags.
been a cardboard bag.
And I didn't have any clothes. I didn't have anything. And I was like, "You motherfucker! I swear to God!" I kept telling him because he was like, "It's a secret. I can't tell you what we're doing." And then someone told me, and I was like, "We're going camping." And I found out. He's really annoyed. And I was like, "Do you have everything?" He's like, "Oh yeah, we have an expert. We have an expert." I was like, I don't believe you. Do you have you confirmed we have winter sleeping bags?
Yeah.
Because this shit is no fucking joke.
And it's Sendai, it snows in the mountains especially.
And we were on a fucking island, a tiny island, about the size of our office. In the middle of an ocean.
Man, Chris really makes you do the shit stuff.
I tell him this. I was like,
I have the best experience.
I kept telling you bastard. I've been on this is my first one. Joey has been on like 19 of these, and Joey only gets nice, cushy things.
They're all great.
Why do I have to be the one in a fucking survival situation? So anyway, we get there, right? And he's like, oh yeah, we got to camp out. And you know, with this ton of stuff on this boat, we have so much stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, we have way too much stuff. These guys are prepared like crazy, man. So like, this is awesome. And I'm setting up my tent. I'm setting up Chris's tent because, of course, he doesn't want to set up his own tent.
Typical.
There was a good time lapse that Paul had. It was very funny. Made me laugh. Paul was like, "Look at this." It's like Chris on his phone watching, and you just see like me and Paul and Natsuki building the tents, and Chris is just on his phone watching us build it. It's very funny. I don't care. I just find it really funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I get the sleeping bag out and I look at it, and I'm like, Chris, it's only rated to like 2 degrees.
Yeah.
It's gonna get -5 tonight again.
Yeah.
This is no
nightmare
joke.
return.
This shit sucks. And I was like, I can't do this again. I can't get me out of here. Like, can I leave? Like, this is awful. Because I knew the shitstorm that was awaiting me.
Yeah.
So I've already done it. Luckily, this time I brought some really good under thermal stuff.
Oh yeah.
I brought nice
The
thick
heat
socks.
techs.
Yeah.
But dude, it didn't do anything again. It was fucking awful.
Well, it's because you're also sleeping on the cold ground as well.
Yeah, and we only had, because last time we had like a mat.
Yeah, we had a mat last time.
Didn't have a mat this time. We had a very thin, like, reflective thing.
So you're closer to the ground.
So we were on
That's where you lose most of your heat.
Yeah.
Dude,
as well.
and this is why I bring up the story, because I managed to get warm, but what I had to do to get warm is I had to, because you know the sleeping bag, the back of the head is larger, right?
Wait,
I had to do that. Did you do this as well?
Oh no, sorry. I was just like realizing before we talked about this, we're talking about peeing. So I was like,
this is where
are you going to say you peed yourself?
No. Well, maybe.
To warm myself up.
I was like, where's this story going? How does this all relate?
We had these foot warmers, but we only had 2 each. And so I put these foot warmers on my feet and said it lasted 3 hours. I was like, great, I can get to sleep and then I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was still so cold, but my feet were fine. I had to get the back of the sleeping bag. I turned it over so it was over my face.
Yeah.
Folded it over my head, made like a cocoon.
Yeah.
And I had to keep breathing into this sleeping bag so I wouldn't lose the moisture heat.
Yeah.
So I'd heat myself up. It was so cold again.
Right.
Yeah.
And I got to sleep fucking finally, breathing the same carbon monoxide that I was breathing out. And then I woke up at 3.
I don't think you slept. I think you just knocked yourself out.
I woke up at 3 with the most strongest, intense urge to pee in my life.
Yeah.
But I knew if I left this sleeping bag, it was game over. Like I would never be able to get warm again the entire night. Because it was that peak coldness. So I tried to sleep it off. For an hour, I tried to sleep. Couldn't sleep. I had to pee. So I go out, I go pee. I'm like fucking freezing. I get back in my sleeping bag. I just cannot get warm. So I can't sleep because it's just too cold. Yeah. And I'm just there shivering. I'm like, fuck Chris. The whole time I can hear Chris ripping plastic, like little plastic, like scrunching. He's ripping out like the kaidos, like the heat.
Yeah,
He's
the
like
heat packs,
charcoal.
Oh,
activated
one of
things.
those ones.
Yeah, he was opening these packs for like 30 minutes. I go in his tent in the morning. He had like 40 of them. It was insane. It was the worst night I've had in years. Fucking awful.
And that was your first journey across Japan.
Yeah.
And I'm never going back ever again. I'm never going back ever again. Fuck this. The point being, that pee urge was so intense that I was considering pissing myself, but I knew that it would have made me colder ultimately.
So you would rather have it hurt every time you poop?
Pee.
After all that?
Point being, yeah. Oh, they told us on the island if you wanted to take a shit, you had to climb up the hill, take a shit in the ground, dig a hole first, and then pat it in. I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm going to shit myself.
That's the Aussie camping way.
I'm not fucking doing that.
Yeah,
Sorry
I mean,
for that detour, but that was just a fun little story.
Yeah, I mean,
Fuck Chris, by the way. When he comes on the show, I'm going to murder him
maybe
again.
you should pee yourself next time. That'll keep you warm for
some
like a
people do
good
that.
like half an hour, right?
Yeah, but then you freeze.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? So-
And also, you'd be trapping yourself in the pee stench sleeping bag. You're like,
I-
Carbon monoxide
I-
poisoning,
yeah.
and now like wet pants as well.
ended up waking up at like 6, being like, fuck this, I'm just going to make a fire.
you
Just sit in front of it.
smell like an animal den.
So I just sat in front of a fire for 4 hours until the boat came to pick us up.
All right, but moving on to the next. Would you rather?
Uh-huh.
If you want something dark as fuck, would you rather watch... Oh, wow.
You want to read out loud?
Would you rather watch all your friends and family die or be forced to kill 100 strangers? I'll kill the strangers.
I'd kill the strangers.
Oh, are we doing like? Is
They're
this
NPCs. They'll respawn.
This is literally just the plot of Attack on Titan.
No, this is
surely.
This is
But,
just
like, is this not?
like the train problem, except one side is your friends and family and the other side are a bunch of people that you don't know. And you're like, oh, okay, well.
Yeah.